Have you ever missed someone, even though you know they weren't good for you? You remember the way they made you feel, the conversations, the good moments, the connection, and suddenly you start wondering, maybe I made the wrong decision. Maybe they really did care. Maybe I should give them another chance. But then you remember, they hurt you. They disappointed you. They made you question yourself. So why do you still miss them? Why can your mind understand that someone was bad for you, while your heart still wants them back? The answer is more complicated than love. It's psychology. I'm Mr. Kash, and today we're going to explore why you can miss someone who hurt you, why your brain sometimes remembers the good more than the bad, and why letting go can feel so difficult, even when you know it's the right thing to do. Let's start with something important. Missing someone doesn't necessarily mean you should be with them. Read that again in your mind. Missing someone doesn't mean you should go back to them. You can miss someone and still know that the relationship wasn't healthy. You can love someone and still know that being with them was hurting you. You can remember the good without forgetting the bad. The problem is, your emotions don't always follow your logic. When you become emotionally attached to someone, your brain connects that person with experiences. Their voice, their face, their messages, their smell, their touch, the places you visited together, the music you listened to. Even small things can become associated with that person. So when something reminds you of them, your brain doesn't simply remember a person, it remembers an emotional experience. And that's why something as simple as hearing a song, seeing a photograph, or passing a familiar place can suddenly bring everything back. For a moment, it can feel like you're back where you were. But there's something even more interesting. Your brain doesn't always remember relationships objectively. When someone is gone, you may start remembering the best parts, the laughter, the affection, the late-night conversations, the moments when you felt special, and slowly, the painful moments can become less emotionally powerful. You start remembering what you miss instead of remembering why you left. This is where people can make a dangerous mistake. They confuse missing the good moments with missing the entire relationship. But those are not the same thing. Maybe you don't actually miss the arguments. You don't miss the disrespect. You don't miss the anxiety. You don't miss constantly wondering where you stood. You miss the moments when everything felt good. And that's an important difference, because sometimes you aren't missing the person. You're missing how you felt during the best moments with that person. There's another reason letting go can be difficult. Emotional attachment creates a sense of familiarity. Even an unhealthy relationship can become familiar. You know their personality. You know their habits. You know how they react, you know what to expect. And the human brain often prefers familiarity because uncertainty feels threatening. So when the relationship ends, you're not only losing a person, you're losing a routine. You're losing expectations. You're losing a future you imagined. And you're suddenly standing in uncertainty. That can feel incredibly uncomfortable. This is why some people return to relationships they already know are unhealthy, not necessarily because the relationship became better, but because being alone feels unfamiliar. The pain you know can sometimes feel safer than the uncertainty you don't. And that's a powerful psychological trap. Think about this. Imagine someone has been part of your daily life for years. You wake up, you check your phone, you expect their message. You have something exciting happen, and they're the first person you want to tell. You have a difficult day, and you know who you're going to call. Then suddenly, they're gone. The person hasn't simply disappeared from your life. They've disappeared from your routine, and your brain has to learn a new normal. That's why healing isn't always immediate. Your mind is adjusting. And then there's another problem. Sometimes, we don't miss the person. We miss the potential. We remember who we thought they could become. You remember the promises, the plans, the future you imagined. You think, maybe one day they'll change. Maybe things could have worked. Maybe if we had tried harder. But you're no longer dealing with potential. You're dealing with reality. And healthy decisions have to be based on reality, not on who someone might become. This is one of the hardest lessons in emotional attachment. You can love someone's potential while being hurt by their reality. And those two things can exist at the same time. You can see the good in someone and still recognize that they're not good for you. You don't have to turn someone into a monster to justify walking away. Sometimes, someone can have good qualities and still be the wrong person for you. Another reason people struggle to let go is because they want closure. They think, if they just explained why they did it, I would finally understand. If they apologized, I could finally move on. But sometimes, closure doesn't come from the other person. Sometimes, you have to create it yourself. You may never get the perfect explanation. You may never receive the apology you deserved. You may never understand every decision they made. And waiting for those answers can keep you emotionally connected. Sometimes closure is simply accepting. I didn't deserve what happened. I learned what I needed to learn. And I don't need another conversation to move forward. That's closure too. Now, here's something important. Healing doesn't mean you stop remembering. Healing means the memory stops controlling you. You might still remember them. You might still think about them. You might even miss them sometimes. But eventually, the feeling becomes quieter. The memory becomes less painful. And you realize, I can remember this person without needing them back. That's progress. So what can you do when you miss someone who hurt you? First, don't romanticize the relationship. When your mind starts showing you the highlights, remember the entire picture. Remember what actually happened. Remember how you felt consistently, not just during the best moments. Ask yourself, do I miss this person, or do I miss the version of the relationship I wanted? That question can change everything. Second, don't confuse loneliness with compatibility. You can feel lonely and still be better off alone. You can miss someone's presence without needing their presence in your life. Loneliness is a feeling. It isn't always a signal that you should go back. Third, give your brain something new to attach to. Create new routines. Spend time with people who make you feel valued. Exercise, work on your goals. Learn something new. Go somewhere different. Your brain needs new experiences because healing isn't just about forgetting the past. It's also about building a life that doesn't revolve around it. And finally, stop judging yourself for missing someone. This is important. Don't say, why am I still thinking about them? What's wrong with me? Why can't I just move on? Healing isn't a competition. Your emotions don't disappear. Just because your logic understands something, give yourself time. Your mind is learning how to live without something it once considered important. And remember, missing someone isn't proof that you made the wrong decision. Sometimes, missing someone is simply proof that they mattered to you. But someone can matter to you and still not belong in your future. That's one of the hardest truths about emotional attachment. You don't have to hate someone to let them go. You don't have to forget the good moments to move forward. You don't have to pretend you never cared. You simply have to accept that some people are part of your story without being part of your future. So if you're missing someone right now, take a breath. Don't immediately text them. Don't let one emotional moment rewrite the entire history of your relationship. Remember the whole picture. Remember why things ended. Remember what you learned. And remind yourself that missing someone is a feeling, not an instruction. Your heart may remember the good, while your mind remembers the truth. And healing happens when you learn to respect both without allowing one emotional moment to control your decision. I'm Mr. Kash. This is Kash, the psychologist. Understand people. Protect your mind. Thanks for watching.